What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Yeah, fine. I seen the fight last. I watched it last night before I went to bed. Let's talk about it. Check out the fight reaction playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Check the fight reaction playlist and heavyweight boxing playlist. When I say that. So, yeah, Fury won the whole damn fight all the way up into the 6th round when he knocked him out. That uppercut was pretty fast. For sure it was. But they look super duper slow in there, dude, last night. I know they heavyweights, but other than that uppercut, and he threw a couple fast, things, man. Tyson Fury took a different approach with Dillian Whyte. He took 100% different approach. And he boxed. And he banged when he needed to bang. And I think what happened with the Deontay Wilder situation was they seen Wilder didn't fight good going backwards. So they attacked versus Wilder. So he's showing you the versatility with Sugar Hill. Before he got with Sugar Hill, he was an irky jerky fighter, sticking and moving. And with Deontay Wilder, he had no choice because if he stayed on the outside with Deontay Wilder, he could possibly lose the fight by just giving up rounds. Leaving them to be 50-50 rounds, and Wilder land a big shot and he wasn't around. He went to Wilder. He went wipe the Wilder wheelhouse, and that's what you do with a puncher. And once he was able to get inside Wilder power, which ain't easy because Wilder, people talk about the power, but it's really the velocity on the punch, and he got caught. He got caught with that punch a lot. But, it's like Andre Ward going in on Kovalev. He had no choice. Kovalev was tremendous on the outside, and that's where his power lied. Once Andre Ward was able to get on the inside of his reach, it was a wrap. And that's what, Tyson Fury did. That's the rule of thumb. When you got a big puncher, a lot of times you got to be aggressive with them and you got to walk to them. It's like a boulder. I like to compare to use the analogy like a boulder or like a rock. If you could push that rock backwards, you got a chance. But if that rock coming downhill and you got momentum, it's damn near virtually impossible to stop that boulder while it's coming downhill. See what I'm saying? So, if you can get it before it come downhill and push it back a little bit, there you go. But it's like a power puncher. If you let them get leverage and push you backwards and walk to you and you moving, you giving them all the leverage and they look good for the judges. Now, if you able to push them backwards, you know what I'm saying? Now you got some fighters that can punch. They rare, but they can just, flick their wrist and hurt you. But so they did where's Wilder. He went right to him, and tonight with Dillian Whyte, he mixed it in. He boxed Whyte. They knew Whyte was gonna reach. Whyte came out on southpaw, which was that's should have told you right now that who was gonna win. That's nobody tells their opponent to come out on southpaw. Nobody tells they fighter to come out on southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there, you should have knew he was gonna lose. And once again, Tyson Fury just kept everything in front of him. He took advantage of the Dillian Whyte's. Like I said, this fight won. Why said wouldn't go past 8? I really wanted to say 7, but I knew it wouldn't go past 8. Because, or it wouldn't even get to 8 because Dillian Whyte made too many mistakes. People talking about Deontay Wilder can't box. This dude is worse because he's shorter and he don't possess the physical tools that Deontay Wilder possess. Everybody think about height, reach. I'm talking about speed. I'm talking about that jab. You know what I'm saying? And when he threw his body shots, man, he square up. He squares up. When he throws shots, he squares up. When you square up versus somebody like Tyson Fury, that elite A-level fighter, bro, it's a matter of time. And Fury hurt him round 1. If we want to be real, a lot of people didn't pay. They didn't call it on the commentary. He hurt that man in round 1 with a right hand, with a straight right hand, I believe. He hurt him in round 1. And you're gonna keep squaring up in boxing, dude. When you get to a certain level, they're gonna eat off you. They're gonna eat you. They're gonna eat you. Eat you all the way up, man. You keep squaring up like this. No wonder he got hit by the uppercut. Look at his shoulders. They square. Look at his shoulders. You can't square up like that, fool. And Tim Bradley was talking about how, his how footwork was straight and all that. Man, this dude is a fundamental mess. They talk about Wilder, but this dude is worse because he's shorter. Any square works. Water, at least water don't be square like that, like all the time. Look at this dude. How can't you miss a whole target? And when people say square, the shoulders are parallel. You give him a whole target. You know what I'm saying? Like Fury threw an uppercut here, but he's still at an angle. You know what I'm saying? That's not the angle you really what he threw a shot. Look at him. He's still kind of like an angle, and that's gonna come back. He tall, get away with shit like that too. He's still at an angle. You look at Dillian Whyte, man. No wonder you got fucking hit. You square. Had he not been that squared, he probably just threw a punch and reached and got caught. And Fury the total package. Fury the total package, bro. When you talk about a fighter, the total package can counter punch, can power punch. I mean, he bigger than damn near everybody else. He should be. Can lead. Can touch the body. You know what I'm saying? What else you want? Flash a little hand speed here and there. Smart. Can bang. Can box. Sugar Hill just gave him, gave him a few essential things that he was lacking, and it's a great pair. It wasn't nothing he was gonna do, bro. This was a tremendous. This is why he didn't deserve to get the split that he was looking for. Care what they say, man. It's a pedigree. It's a pedigree of fighters, and Tyson Fury is an elite fighter. Now, it's only one man that could beat him, and we'll talk about that later. And he don't want to stick around to fight him, but like I said before, Dillian Whyte, man, I knew this fight, man. People talking about, well, he better than Deontay Wilder and this, that, and the third, and whatever. I told y'all he wasn't. They always find a way to discredit Black American fighters. You know what I'm saying? They always do. And sometimes you just use your common sense. Sometimes it's just as simple as using your damn common sense. Dillian Whyte is trash. He always on the canvas. He always reaching. He always squaring up. And when you get on this level, bro, he fought Wilder. It wouldn't have went this long. This is just keeping it funky. It wouldn't have went this long. And it would have been a much more devastating and painful knockout. It wouldn't have went this long. Heard the undercard was trash. Why ain't missed nothing. Wouldn't have went this long. You said, what can he have done? He should have used that jab more. But he was scared he's going to get hit back. Fury did what he wanted to do. Got nasty in there like in the fourth, at the third or fourth round. We got nasty in there. Whyte was using his elbow. Cool. For Tyson Fury, it don't matter. Use your elbow. Fury started rabbit punching him. And like I said, this is exactly the way I thought it would go. Whyte just don't have no technique. When you look at it, he ain't like explosive. He said he might be the strongest heavyweight of all time. I couldn't tell. Didn't help you. This dude leaned all over you, pressed you against the ropes. And then in like the third round or second round, he was breathing hard as shit. You focus on strength, you need to be focused on conditioning. Just not the strength part, the conditioning part. Conditioning always been trash. So, even if he was in this fight going into the championship rounds, as soon as the knife popped around, he was on KO alert anyway. Before the bell started, he was on KO alert. He just ain't on that level, bro. Eurobum. He's a domestic level fighter. That's why he's been sticking around domestically. If he really wanted that Wilder fight, call out. He would have fought Luis Ortiz, and him fighting Ortiz probably would have ended similar just a little bit later, probably. He probably could have beat Dominic Brazil, but shit, Brazil would have had a chance too. He on that level. Eric Molina, Joseph Parker dropped him a few times. This ain't no disrespect, man. I respect the story. How he came up. I listened to a story, but he ain't on that level. He a C- level fighter. Came up hard, but growing up tough don't make you tough in the ring. That shit always don't translate. He just looking for money. He don't mind getting knocked out. It happened before. He probably keep going and happen again. He not world championship level material. Maybe in the Klitschko era, he could have grabbed the belt before Klitschko's got it. I doubt it. Because I don't think he is talented as Areola back then. You know, you go and think, man, could he beat James Toney, Samuel Peters? You know what I'm saying? None of them dudes. Chris Bird, none of them. William Povetkin, no, he couldn't even beat Open Povetkin, honestly. You look, he gold now. He down the list. We're gonna talk about Wilder getting back in this thing. Not possibly if Fury gonna walk away, but Fury Fury was hurting him a couple of times in that fight. This is a matter of time. He caught him square. You notice he caught him. Most fighters get caught at the end of rounds. You know why? Because they get tired. They tired. When you start making you start getting fatigued, you start making mistakes. He gonna make mistakes regardless. So you add fatigue and mistakes, it's bound to happen. Anybody think White had a goddamn shot must have been Ken to White. That's it. But Fury turned out the lights. What Jay-Z say? Lights out, jigga. that boy's doing the jiggly pop. That boy was, man, sleep. But hey, this is why he a domestic level fighter and he ain't a world level fighter. Right here, right now. I mean, Eubanks are domestic level fighters. But check out the Fight Reaction playlist, heavyweight playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Outside of that, hit the link in the description. First link there, take you everywhere I'm producing content from Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Spotify, Anchor, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.